Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your bonus read. Now I'd like to have a little bit of a chat up front. Somebody remarked yesterday that I spent too long on one card. I'd just like to clarify why that happens. I actually download the messages from Spirit. I've been receiving messages from Spirit since I was a child. So when there are a lot of messages coming through, because a lot of people are listening to the channel or listening to the messages, sometimes it takes a little while to make sure I've captured everything that Spirit wants to say. Now, this is really evident in the responses I get, because sometimes I think, oh goodness, why do I need to say that? But I say it because that's what Spirit has asked me to say. So Spirit uses me as a vessel to bring the messages through. And I'm not making the messages up. I'm not reading the cards often traditionally, because even though the traditional message may be one particular thing, Spirit will see other messages there. So what you have to understand is the cards are only a tool. They are for you to see, not for me to use. They are prompts for me, but nothing more, because the messages coming through very often aren't anything to do with the card, but someone needs to hear them. So for a very good example, a beautiful woman contacted me from Canada. Yesterday when I was doing the reading, Spirit said to me, someone's writing a book and you need to tell them it's going to be successful, because I fear that they're doubting that at the moment. So I thought, well, you know what, I need to say that. It might sound strange saying it to some people, because they sit there and go, well, I'm not writing a book, so therefore the message isn't for me. And that's fine. That's how it should be. You should be able to use discernment with readings. You should know in your gut whether that reading is for you or not. And so this morning I woke up to the most beautiful message from a woman who said she had watched my videos yesterday and had not seen them before, and that I talked about the book writing and how grateful she was because she knew that message was for her. Another time I was reading messages and my phone started ringing, and I'm usually very polite and forget and turn my phone off. But this particular time, this woman wrote to me and said, I was thinking about my mother, she died recently, and then when that song played on your phone, that was my mother's favourite song. And I think Spirit works in the most amazing ways. So if I do take a little longer on one card, that's because there's a lot of messages coming through that I need to get through to people. So I do things the way I'm asked to do them. Obviously, you know, I'm a human being and, you know, free will and all that sort of stuff. It took me a long time to come to do this channel, because I felt that I was not ready to do this, and now I am. So I have been reading the cards and tarot since I was probably about 14, 15 years old. I've been seeing Spirit since I was much younger. My parents often found me running around the house talking about witchcraft and spirits and things like that while I was sleepwalking. So I have been working with this for a very long time. I'm 60 years old. I have great-grandchildren. So if you're watching this and doubt that my readings are genuine, then that's not my problem. It's your problem and your issue. And you know what? You have free will. You can turn off the channel. You can move in another direction. You can decide that my readings don't resonate with you. Whatever. It really doesn't worry me. But for the people who are listening, I think it's really worthwhile you understanding that there will be times when you listen to these readings and you go, was that message for me? I can tell you, if you're saying, was that message for me? Then it was. And you needed to hear that. And it came for you at right that time. So the other thing I'd like to say is, for the people who say to me, and I have several of them now, which is so thrilling, who wake up and say they listen to me with their morning coffee. Good morning to you people. I think that's the most stunning thing I've ever heard. That I've become a little bit of a habit for people is the most beautiful thing for me. So despite the fact that sometimes I get those negative comments, I have to say that I am absolutely overwhelmed by the beauty and the journey that I'm on. So it doesn't really matter if you don't resonate with my readings. I really don't mind, because thousands of people are. How awesome is that? How fucking awesome is that? That so many people love my readings. People have said, I love your voice. You know, I hate my voice. I've always hated my voice. I hated people taping me. I hated it. Somebody told me when I was young that I had a whiny voice, and I've never forgotten it. It stayed with me. But as an adult, I'm starting to understand that was their problem, not mine. So when I'm doing these readings now, I do them totally from the heart. Every part of me goes into these readings. So for those of you who appreciate it, I love you. Thank you so much for watching me. You have no idea how much you mean to me. I may not know you personally. I may get to know some of you personally. But at the end of the day, you are incredibly special to me, each one of you. So I'm going to have to do a really quick reading now because I've gone 6 minutes. So that's my little blurb for the day. The cards have had a really good shuffle. How's that? Okay, beautiful. Let's do a quick bonus read. New start. Brand new start for some people. Fools out here. We're talking leap of faith, out into the unknown. Maybe something you've never done before. I think for some of you, you're trying something new. I like that. Go for it. Success. Success. And if you don't have success, you get learning. Bonus. Okay, so the first card out is the Magician. How lovely. 2 major arcanas for our bonus read. So the Magician says if you're taking that leap of faith and you're doing something new, you have the backing of the universe. You are able to manifest at this time. Fantastic. Taking a leap of faith, having all the tools you need. I like it. You're on your way here. Beautiful. Okay, 7 of Cups does talk about confusion, illusion, delusion. We know the deal with this card. For me, this is talking about you having a lot of choices here. You may be a little confused or, you know, not really understanding which way to go or which one to take. But you know what? That Fool is saying, just go. Just go. You'll work it out. You don't worry. Worry's futile. You're worrying about things going forward. Don't. Take each moment as it comes. Every one of these is a new moment for you. Grab it and run with it. I'm sure there's an Ace of Cups in there too. Okay, so you could have been moving away from something to do this. This leap of faith, this new journey has been part of an episode in your life, because I see you moving away from something that was not serving you. But what I can see you doing here is collecting your ideas, your strengths, your lessons, and you're taking them all with you here. You may be moving. You could be moving completely here from something. This is why you need to take a leap of faith. But you haven't lost faith, which is what I like. You're taking your faith with you, your hope, your dreams, everything here with you. Because if something hasn't worked, you're not willing to leave that behind. And look what it's giving you, the Sun. So whatever you're leaving here has not destroyed you. You are still the magnificent being you were meant to be. So do not look back. Move forward only. You're going in the right direction. You've got what you need. It's beautiful. I could stop this reading now and hundreds of people would be happy with that. But the Sun coming in is beautiful. And look at you here. Now, you could be in a fire sign, so a Leo, Sag or Aries, or you could be dealing with a fire sign. I feel like for some of you, this woman has some strength that you're relying on during this time. Could be your mother, your friend, cousin for some. But this woman is actually guiding you here. And I feel if you are moving towards this woman and she's a love interest or an interest for you, she is what you need. She's your person. Okay, and there's a Queen of Pentacles here as well. So again, you could be the earth sign moving towards this person, or you could be the fire sign moving towards an earth sign. But it's beautiful. There's just so much passion and draw here. So something you're moving towards is really important. Now, it's safe to say too that either one of these, you could be moving towards some sort of energy here as well, because it could be that you're moving towards something that you're very passionate about, but something that's also extremely grounded and really good for you. So you're heading in that direction. There may be a time when you get there that you need to take some time out to review, to rehash, to have a look at your journey. I say that because this falls on the Six of Swords and the Sun, and that says to me there's processing to be done here. So you will need time. I think you've packed your boat and ran very quickly from something. This is why you're taking a leap of faith. I think you've moved on from something extremely quickly. So there may be some looking inside, some healing to do when you get where you're going. The Knight of Wands is here. Now, to me, this is something that you are following passionately. Falling on the Queen of Wands, there's so much passion in these two cards. Look. So something you are going to, whether it is this Queen of Wands energy or this Queen of Pentacles energy, the Hermit's shining the light on the very grounded energy. So maybe you're moving from a time where things were extremely unstable and you're looking for stability because you're moving towards something stable here. It looks like you may not have a lot of money either, and taking this leap of faith with very little in your pocket has been a big decision. But you know what? You have still got all this magnificence about you in this boat. So you're definitely moving towards something that you're very passionate about. You could have been leaving a really bad situation in love, marriage, relationship, to move into something warm and passionate. It could be that you see yourself as this energy, this passionate but earthy energy, and it could be that you're moving to just be with yourself because you're losing yourself in this relationship. Yeah, look, you're closing out a cycle. Very beautiful, very nice. So this was your time to go, and I'm glad you're moving in the direction because you're off to something so much better than what you've experienced, because da-da! This was the top card in the bonus read as well, and you're getting it as the top card in this read. This is really beautiful because you're coming into your own here. So, you know, we could tack this on to the end of the bonus read again and say, if you chose to leave the situation, sorry, not in the bonus read, in the What's Cracking. Oh, it's Monday morning, people, forgive me. The What's Cracking reading showed a situation which you could move away from or you could work on, and you had the choice of which way to go because you were the Empress. And I'm thinking now, this sort of continues the story for anybody that wanted to move on from that situation. Isn't that clever? So if you're moving on from something, well done. You're doing an amazing job. You're really bringing your world together, and you're going to be extremely happy in this position. Very beautiful. Thanks, everyone. Have an awesome day.